swing this complete out to Hill. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. At the 41.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
He was brought down. Well, that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Here's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 26.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the Vikings 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Winston. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Minnesota.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Working out of the gun, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
after 7-0 on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Winston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Rolling to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
a loss of 8 yards. And it's 4th down.
Now Winston on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. The sack there by Roquan Smith. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he finds Howard complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on 2nd. Do they have the heart on 3rd? A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Jacobs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Sam Martin to kick off for Detroit.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Vikings.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Winston now to throw on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
And the pass is taken in by Hill. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any point. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's second down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action now. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because They were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Harris complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for the...
That certainly went... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
To kick off for Detroit.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will be angry?
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Martin to kick off for Detroit.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the rookie Adrian Terrell. And they'll bring this one back to the 29. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You figured out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 23-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Lions 36, Vikings nothing. Sam Martin to kick off for Detroit.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated if they weren't able to connect on that one.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
2 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 30. 2. O'Shea Zimmerman able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
It's second down.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Winston. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to get a score back.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now Burrow on 1st down. Gets this one to Hill. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And that's when he's got the 2 touchdowns to
do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards the pick up there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow taking a shot for Samuel. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. To throw, Winston. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Lions' 45-yard line.
on 2nd and 9. Winston. Man open. That's Chester Rogers. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again with Winston. He'll let this go deep for runs. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Lions 43, Vikings 14. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on.
Now Burrow loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets us on just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
The 29-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. They're going deep downfield for Boykin. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw is Winston. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Winston now. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And got his man complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He finds Howard complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Howard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I was not fooled about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety did it.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
4th down.
3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Henry Ruggs, 84 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. So left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And 4 at the 32-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. And going deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And one play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, and it's 3rd down. They'll throw again. Winston. He's going to let it fly. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Henry Ruggs, His third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score Lions 50, Vikings 28. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
50. Vikings.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving